Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love.
What's going on, everybody? It's your big homie, the Armchair Operator, and welcome back to another video. Now, if you're new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you find this video informative and maybe even a little bit entertaining. And if you're coming back to the channel, thank you so much for coming back. I definitely appreciate it. I hope that you also find this video informative, maybe a little bit entertaining. Now, as evidenced by the thumbnail, today we're going to do a Smith Wesson Performance Center unboxing. Now, if by looking at the box and tell by the shape of the box, you probably have an idea already as to what Smith & Wesson Performance Center is in this box. But this is, I'm just going to tell y'all right now, it's not one of the ones that you've seen floating around on the internet all that often, at least as of lately. So that's one of the reasons why I got this one, but there are other reasons why I picked up this particular one, at least as for right now. But before we get into all that, I gotta give a huge shout out once again to the friends of the channel, Bunker Gun Shop. I got my latest purchase through them. I get a lot of my purchases through them, as y'all already know. So I just wanted to put the information on the screen in case you all want to reach out, take a screenshot, whatever you need to do. Definitely hit them up. They got a lot of good stuff over there and more Smith & Wesson. So if you're looking for them new Smith & Wessons, call them up. If they don't have it, they can get it for you. Now, on to today's star, the unboxing. So I'm going to pause real quick, maybe take a guess as to which performance center model that we have real fast. Let me just pause it real quick. Take a guess. Still haven't figured it out. All right, so I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna end the suspense right now. So we're gonna open this thing up and I'm going to show you the Smith & Wesson model that we are talking about today is none other than the Performance Center Shield Plus. So as y'all already know, Smith & Wesson dropped three new Performance Center line M&P style M&Ps, right? You got the metal frame version, and then you got the M&P Performance Center Comp Carry, which is their in-between model, the one with the polymer grip and that takes the 15-round magazines. And you got this one, which is basically the newest version of their Performance Center Shield Plus. Now, most of y'all probably don't already know this, but I actually have not the OG, but I have a Gen 2 Shield Plus. I actually had that gun for probably about 3 years now. It's one of my main EDCs. I haven't done a review on it on the channel yet. The reason why I haven't done a review on it is, well, simply put, the gun has been out for a while. So there are tons of reviews on it. There's tons of information out there. So I didn't really think it made a whole lot of sense to do another review on a gun that's been out for a while. So that's why I haven't done it. But now that I have this one, I will do like a little fun comparison between the two as time moves forward, just to kind of show y'all the differences between that one and this one. But before we go any further, first, let's just verify clear. So of course, we got the orange chamber flag in there anyway, but you know me, y'all know how I like to do safety over everything. So we're going to take that out. Chamber is clear. Magazine is clear, and this gun is verified safe, and we are filming in a safe and controlled environment. Now on to the pistol. So real quick, well, actually first let me do this. Let me show y'all my normal Shield Plus. So this is my normal Smith & Wesson Shield Plus, one that we're all familiar with. We're going to verify clear, so that this firearm is empty, and the magazine is not empty because this thing was on business hours. Like I said, it's one of my main EDCs, but as you can see, as of right now, this firearm is clear and this firearm is safe. So the first thing I want to do is we're just going to showcase the differences between the two, right? So the new Performance Center and the Shield Plus. Okay, so this one has the 3-inch barrel and this one has the 4-inch barrel. So just to show you like the kind of differences between the two in terms of barrel length, just so you can see it. The grip and everything else as far as that part of the gun goes, is basically the same. There is a Performance Center version of this one that has the same barrel length of this, but of course it doesn't have the slide cuts or that compensator in the top. Oh, and also this version has night sights as well, and it's not cut for your optic. Now, let's talk about this gun. So this particular gun has night sights, but it's a little bit different from the one that I have. This one has a blacked out serrated rear with a U-notch and a tritium filled front sight in the front, I'm sorry. Okay, and of course you have that compensator that everybody is talking about, right? And we also have some lightning cuts in the slide. But one thing I really do like about the slide of this pistol already are the cuts. I like these cuts because one thing that I noticed about the older style Shield Plus is like these particular serrations are fine, but you don't really have a whole lot up here. So more serrations will definitely help, especially when you're talking about this gun, because specifically this one, when I first got it, the recoil spring was kind of stiff. So having some really good serrations in the slide makes it a lot easier to manipulate that. But pro tip for y'all, so pay attention. So if you have a situation like that where the recoil spring is a little bit on the stiff side, or let's just say you don't have the manual dexterity that you once have, maybe you're you know, for whatever reason, arthritis, maybe a little older, whatever. Essentially, all you do is grab the slide with your fingers like that, and then just push up on the frame. That's where most of your strength is. So basically all you're doing is holding on here and you're pushing with your hands. Just a pro tip to overcome a stiff recoil spring. Anyway, back to this guy. So like I said, I like the look and the functionality of the slide cuts already. Of course, as you can see, it's cut for your optic, and you have the little witness hole here to basically look in there to see if the chamber is loaded. Now that brings me to my next difference between the two. So if you look at the two loaded chamber indicators, they look slightly different. This one looks kind of like a little half moon shape, where this one is kind of indented in a little bit more on the top of the slide. And I believe Smith & Wesson cut the size of this down to cut down the amount of, for lack of a better way of putting it, blow by when you're shooting. So essentially what happens is, as you're firing the gun and, you know, of course, it's reciprocating the slide and everything, you just get a little bit of jets of carbon deposits up, which if you're running the optic up here, as you all know, it can dirty up your optic. So that's why they made the little hole just a little bit smaller to kind of cut that down. And I believe they did the same thing on the other two Performance, the new Performance Center model pistols as well. All right. So, and let's see, this is, I believe this is obviously for a micro dot. I'm going to guess it's the sheer RMSC style footprint, but I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. And of course, you got that new style MMP 2.0 trigger, and we got the 13 round magazine. So another thing that I also noticed about the Performance Center models, just looking there in the box, they give you 3 magazines. So they give you a little flush fit 10 round guide, which is basically the same as the previous model, the standard Shield Plus switch, by the way. Same magazines, they fit. Just wanted to show it real quick in case anybody's wondering. But the new addition to this one, they give you a 15 round magazine, which I think, Smith & Wesson, thank you. Appreciate that. So the great thing about this is now you have a Shield Plus with a 15 round capacity. Okay, it doesn't stick out all that much versus the 13 rounder right here, but it puts it in the same league as, say, some of the new SIG offerings like the Fuse, and I don't think it comes, I think it's maybe 2 rounds shot of the X Macros. I think that's a 17 round magazine, if I'm not mistaken. But even so, like, this is cool. You got 15 rounds in a micro compact gun, okay? 4-inch barrel. Now, just to give you another quick visual, this is not a full review, by the way. This is just an unboxing, but I just want to show y'all something right quick, okay? So this is my M&P 2.0 metal frame. We're going to verify clear real quick. Boom, chamber is empty, no mag in the gun. All right, bet. So this is their full-size offering, but it has a full-size grip with a 4.2-inch barrel, right? Now check out the new Shield Plus Performance Center versus this. So this has a 17 round capacity. This is 15 round capacity. So 2 shorter rounds, right? But look at the difference in the widths and even the barrel lengths. Like the barrel lengths are not all that much shorter, because this is a 4.25-inch barrel and slide, and this is the 4-inch. So really what you're getting with this is a gun that has almost the same capacity as their full-size offerings. You're getting a bit extra barrel length with a compensator versus the standard Shield Plus, and you're getting all this in a much slimmer package. So I think that's really good. But let's see what we got else and what else is in the box. So you basically just got your cable lock, of course, because safety, right? And we have some other stuff, like we got a sticker, we have some other paraphernalia, instructions, and so on and so forth. Definitely read your instructions if you're not familiar with the M&Ps or any new gun. Definitely read your instructions. They're important. Now, we got this bad boy here. So let's look at this. Now, I've seen pictures of these, of other unboxings and everything online, and I have an idea of what's in it, but I haven't opened this yet. So like I said, this is a fresh unboxing, literally as of today. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. And let's see what we have here. All right, bet. So check it out. We got essentially everything that we would need to clean the gun. Like we have our copper bore brushes here. We have a nice little brush here. We have like a cleaning rod and different things, a handle, some patches. So essentially they give you everything that you need to run this gun and maintain this gun right out of the box. So that's cool. I don't see any optics mounting plates in here anywhere, so I'm just going to assume that this is pretty much cut for the RMSC footprint, and it'll be a direct mount to the slide. But again, I'm not 100% sure on that. This is literally just an unboxing. It's not a full review, but I will be dropping my first shots and tabletop review of the M&P Shield Plus Carry Comp Performance Center, Smith Wesson in their names, man. It's a mouthful, but you get the idea. So definitely stay tuned for the channel. Stay tuned to the channel for that. And as always, y'all, thank you so much for watching. This is your big homie, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.